Hello everyone, I am Dr. Chirag Bansal. I am currently pursuing neurosurgery residency at AIIMS New Delhi. In this video, I am going to tell you last 2 months strategy before INICET May 2024 exam, which is going to be conducted on 19th May 2024. So it is very high time that you should start working very hard so that you can achieve your dream branch in your dream institute. So without wasting any further time, I am going to start this video. I have divided this video in two parts. The first part is going to address the strategy that you should follow in the last second month, that is in the last half of March and in the first half of April. So this strategy I have divided in few targets that I'm going to teach you here. So let's get started. Guys, in this video, the targets are mainly three. What are these three targets? All 19 subjects revision, you should make sure that all 19 subjects are being covered, and 4 GTs. You should give 4 GTs at least in this revision, that is 1 GT per week. Why the grand test is so important? Because grand test is going to tell you that where you actually stand and how much you need to work hard so that you can achieve your dream branch and you can get a desired rank that will give you your dream branch. And apart from revising all the 19 subjects and also giving 4 grand test or 1 grand test per week, you need to practice more and more MCQs. Why this is important? Because MCQs practice is an art. In the main exam, even if you don't know the exact answer, if you are having good MCQ practice, you can guess a right answer, and that is the strategy that most of the toppers use, and even without knowing the correct answer, they end up in marking the right answer. So for doing that, you need to practice at least 3 custom modules per day, and each custom module should be having at least 50 questions per custom module. So how are you going to divide these 3 custom modules? This is very important. The 3 custom modules should be in which the subject you are currently studying, that is the first custom module. Whatever subject you are studying on that day, you should take up the custom module from that very subject. And the second custom module is the all 19 subjects mixed custom module, in which you can choose the hashtags like AIIMS, like clinical, so that you should having good clinical knowledge and you can test yourself from the all 19 subjects so that you have a thorough knowledge and you don't forget the topics that you had studied earlier. And the third and the last custom modules is very important, which you should be concentrated only on the previous year questions. Previous year questions are specifically important for INICET, guys, because INICET, Institution of National Importance Common Entrance Test, focuses mainly on the previous year questions. Many a times the previous year questions are not repeated directly, but the topics are repeated. So all these previous year questions are very important. So the third custom module should be made only from the previous year questions. So use the hashtag PYQ in this custom module, only PYQ, nothing else. So these custom modules you should practice every day in these last 60 days. That is, you are practicing at least 150 MCQs per day. So this will constitute the thorough analysis of these 150 MCQs. So in one day, what all you are doing, you are revising the 19 subjects that I will telling you how you are going to revise 19 subjects in the last second month, that is in the 30 days. In the further part of this video, I am going to tell you this. And apart from that, you are giving 1 grand test per week so that you are getting all India ranking, and you need to give the grand test also from the national mocks like Marrow, PrepLadder, DAMS, Bhatia. All these apps and platforms are going to conduct national mock tests where you are getting all India ranking. Please give these mock tests that are going to tell you where actually you stand, and also computer based tests which are conducted by DAMS and Bhatia. And apart from that, you are also practicing the MCQs as I told you. So these are your targets for the last second month. Now, how are you going to achieve these targets? I am going to tell you now. So listen me carefully. For revising all the 19 subjects over 1 month, you are going to have total 30 days. And out of these 30 days, I already mentioned 4 days you are going to give 4 GTs and their analysis. Please prefer to give the GT after it is not live. Why I'm telling so? Because even it is not live, after that many students give the GT, so the student number increases, and that will give you more probable position that you are actually holding in the all India ranking. And apart from that, you can get the solutions on the same day. Why it is important? Because once you are solving all the 200 or 300 MCQs, whatever is the grand test platform, then your mind knows that what doubts you were having while solving the MCQs, what were your guesses that you were making. If you revise the grand test on the same day, it will take you half the time that you will take otherwise, that if you revise it after 2 or 3 days. And apart from taking less time, you will also remember it more precisely. You will remember it for longer, because you will have spent enough of your energy thinking the right answer. Now once you see the right answer, your mind is not going to forget it. So उसी दिन दोस्तों, उसी दिन उस ग्रैंड टेस्ट को आप रिवाइज करिए. So this is the another important point that I'm going to tell you. So you are left with 26 days. Now, how are you going to divide these 26 days to revise the 19 subjects? I am going to give you a schedule, and please listen to me carefully. This schedule is in such a way that you are solving the weakest subject first and the strongest subject at last, as per your recent GT records, so that you are taking care or your weak points first, and then you will come to your strengths. So you solve your weakest subject or revise your weakest subjects first. So as per increasing weightage of the clinical subjects, I am going to divide the time that you should give to each subject. And apart from telling the time, I'm also going to give you an insight that most of the toppers use a platform from which you should study that subject. As I clearly know that most of you would be having completed your notes already. आपने बहुत सारों ने अपने notes already बना रखे हैं, तो don't worry, you need not to change your notes. Just follow whatever notes you have already made. Just for a reference purpose, I'm going to tell you that these are the platforms that give good results to most of the toppers. So use it for reference only, and don't change the platform at the last moment, because all teachers are good. So this is only for your reference that I myself had used, and from my experience, these teachers are going to provide you good result. So for anatomy, so for the first subject that I'm going to tell you is anatomy. You should pay 1 day. 1 day is enough. Revise all the diagrams, all the important landmarks, all the important relations that are going to be asked in the main exam. Also revise histology, embryology, neuroanatomy. These are the important parts from which the questions will be asked. And Dr. Ashwani, no doubt, is a teacher that is used by most of the students, and you're going to get a good notes from this Dr. Ashwani's lectures, and also good revision content. Biochemistry, the next subject, also 1 day is enough. Dr. Rebecca James is go-to teacher. While revising biochemistry, make sure you revise all the enzymes, all the Krebs cycle, and all the important cycles, all the important reactions that are being asked, and also the metabolism. Metabolism is the part from which maximum questions are going to be asked, protein and carbohydrate metabolism. So these are the important things in biochemistry. There are many volatile things, so just give a rapid rush for that 1 day. Always remember, while I'm discussing these things, you are going to solve at least 50 MCQ custom module for each subject that you are studying that day, apart from solving other 2 custom modules, one of all the 19 subjects and one of previous year questions. So the third subject, physiology, both Dr. Krishna Kumar and Dr. Soman Manna are having good content, are going to give you good results. For whatever teacher you have used, you can use that content. And pathology, it's a big subject. You are going to pay 1.5 days or 1.5 days. You can use either Dr. Sparsh Gupta or Dr. Ilajan Khandelwal's ma'am's notes. Both are going to give you good content. While revising pathology, make sure you revise the important pathogenesis or etiology of all the neoplastic tumors, and apart from that systemic pathology including cardiovascular and GI. You can also study it in correlation with medicine and also surgery. That will help you to revise some part of medicine also. But make sure this is a very important subject, and it is going to give you enough chunk of MCQs in your main exam. So also see the schema of your previous year questions, whatever is being asked from the pathology. And pharmacology, there are a lot of drugs you are going to forget, so mechanism of the action is important, and also important examples of the drugs. You can use the mnemonics as are being told by Dr. Gobind Rai Garg's lectures, so that is going to be help you for remembering the drugs for long. Forensic medicine, guys, toxicology and other systemic forensic medicine, both are having good weightage in the main exams. So the important things is that you should not forget some of the important IPCs and some of the important sections, some of the important toxicology, metals and poisons that are important and are being asked in the main exam. So Dr. Jay Magandran is the teacher that I had followed. Now I think he is not in the main platform that he was teaching earlier. You can use other teachers' notes also. All these are good. Dr. Mohit's notes are also good. So you can use any, but this was the teacher that I had used in my experience and had given good results. And microbiology, 1.5 days are enough. And while revising microbiology, please remember bacteriology has the maximum weightage, followed by parasitology and virology. So don't leave any unit untouched. And also Dr. Mamta Java notes are very nicely given notes, and also they cover all the important topics. You can also use some sketchy videos for making mnemonics of some of the important bacteriology part and also virology part in microbiology. It is also going to give you very high chunk of MCQs that are going to serve your main scoring areas. Apart from the microbiology, the other subject is community medicine. Guys, they nowadays exams are having increased weightage of community medicine or the PSM because of increasing social sciences contribution in the medical line. Apart from that, there are many new statistics that are coming each day, so you need to remember all these stats, and also the updates are very important in community medicine. So you can use Dr. Vivek Jain notes, and also Dr. Mukh Mohit's updates on his Facebook page is very useful link that will give you main updates in the field of community medicine. And you should revise these updates very importantly before going for INICET, because they're very likely to be asked in the main exam. Apart from that, guys, ENT is another subject that is not going to take much of your time, but can give you a very good chunk of MCQs and scoring areas, and some tricky MCQs are being asked in the INICET or the AIIMS exam. And Dr. Manisha Budhiraja is go-to teacher, which can give you good chunk of MCQs and conceptual understanding of the subject. And for ophthalmology, it seems to be only one small eye, but believe me, it is not that simple, because it has a lot of to understand, to learn, and to revise, and to solve MCQs. Every organ in itself is composed of so much of MCQs, whether it is retina, glaucoma, or uvea, or cataract, or anything. So you need to give one complete day, and Dr. Ruchi Rai or Dr. Utsav, both notes are good. You can go to and use those notes, and they can give you very good knowledge and before your main exam. For ophthalmology, one thing that I want to stress, that apart from cataract, squint is equally important, and for INICET it is one of the favorite topic that you should revise before going to the exam. And now the medicine, which is undoubtedly the most contributing subject in the main exam for the main INICET. And without wasting any time, I want to tell you where you should study medicine. If you have studied from some other source, don't panic. You can keep on using that source. All teachers are good, I repeat again, but this is the source that I had myself used, and I had very good results. CVS or cardiovascular, you should study only from Dr. Arvind, because his notes are so conceptual that you are going to remember for your lifetime whatever branch you take after your PG selection. Respiratory, you should take Dr. Bharat Katti, and rest all from Dr. Rakesh Nair. Dr. Rakesh Nair is a legendary teacher. He is going to make you master of nephrology, of hematology, of neurology, of everything. So please, if you had studied his lectures earlier, you are on very right track. If you even not have studied his lecture, you can use his notes, his rapid revision notes, that are going to give you a good chunk of content that will serve your purpose in the main exam. Now, after the medicine, almost equally contributing subject is surgery, and undoubtedly in the surgery, the GI surgery is going to contribute maximum number of MCQs, followed by urology, followed by the general surgery. So for studying GI surgery and other things, you should use Dr. Rohan Khandelwal notes. Undoubtedly, he has been the master since so many years, and his notes are so concise and so conceptual that they cover almost everything that will be asked in your main exam. Now the next subject that is very scoring is obstetrics and gynecology, because this is not very difficult to learn subject. There are many things are based only on period of gestation, when you should do that thing and when you should do that thing. So the notes are so classy for those two teachers that are, I undoubtedly can't even compare, that Dr. Deepti Bahal and Dr. Sakshi Arora Hans, almost at par, and their notes are so similar and so concise and so conceptual that they are going to serve every purpose of your main exam. So guys, go and read those notes. You are definitely going to score very nicely. So pay one day for obstetrics and almost one day for gynecology, apart from solving those three custom modules that I already told you. After telling about obstetrics and gynecology, another subject is pediatrics, another good to know and scoring subject. If you know your medicine, then half of your job is done for pediatrics. So you can even crisscross the topics. Some of the important topics are neonatology, in which neonatal resuscitation protocol is very important, because you are going to learn so many new things. Apart from that, in systemic pediatrics, most of the things are already covered in medicine, apart from some new things that are being used in pediatrics. So please go through the pediatrics topics and read some diarrhea and ORS concepts very nicely, and pneumonia management as also being studied in PSM. So both these are going to serve purpose of both pediatrics and PSM. Dr. Minakshi Bothra is the teacher whose notes are up to mark for pediatrics and are going to serve your purpose and cover almost every MCQ that is going to be asked in main INICET exam. Orthopedics, I have joined neurosurgery, no doubt, but this was a subject that I liked after neurosurgery, and till now the spine is the thing that is being shared in both the branches. and I had an interest in orthopedics, so I like spine in neurosurgery as well. So this is the subject. This is very scoring subject and very good to know, very interesting to study. Dr. Apurv Mehra, just like Dr. Gobind Rai Garg for pharmacology, he is going to master you in orthopedics by giving enough of mnemonics. So you should use his notes, and I don't think there will be any question that you can't attempt after reading those notes conceptually and solving enough of MCQs. Dermatology, guys, not very difficult to study and not time consuming. So if you had studied it once and with good conceptual understanding, then you can score nicely in dermatology. Dr. Manish Soni was a teacher that I had used during my time, but now a lot of teachers have come, like Dr. Cheshta and other faculties are there. So you can use any of notes from different sources. I think for dermatology, I am not going to mention the name of a particular teacher. Almost every teacher is good. For psychiatry, guys, I will name one teacher, that is Dr. Praveen Tripathi. I think he is associated with cerebellum at this time, but this teacher is legendary teacher in the term because he has not given very lengthy notes. He has given very concise notes, but those notes, guys, believe me, are covering each and everything with so classy and so good examples in psychiatry that you are not going to forget a phenomena. You are going to remember each and every question that will be asked from the psychiatry because of those examples that this legendary teacher has provided in his notes. Anesthesia, guys, this was a subject that I didn't like to study much because of my less interest, but again I will reiterate my fact that it is having contribution or some horizontal integration with other subjects like medicine and surgery as well. So you should give your good chunk of time, like one day, to anesthesia. And Dr. Swati Singh was the teacher whose notes I had used. Dr. Anshul Diwalkar's notes are almost equally good, so you can pay your one day. Please remember, for anesthesia there can be some volatile questions that will be asked, some just cramming type of questions that can be asked, like what is the half-life, or what is the minimum alveolar concentration, and what is the increasing or the descending order of potency of the drugs or the inhalational agents, what is a Mapelson circuit, or these kind of things. So please understand these things conceptually, pay your full one day, and then try to solve the MCQs. Most of the things should be solved. And last but not the least, radiology, you should pay one full day. Dr. Sumer Sethi, and I can't complete my video without mentioning Dr. Zainab Vora. I am really impressed by ma'am. So she is really awesome. So you can use notes of any of these two teachers. They are going to give you very good thorough knowledge of the subject. And I complete my video at this. So if you follow this schedule, I think 25 days you will take to complete the one full revision of the 19 subjects, and one spare day I am giving you, so that if you are left with any incomplete thing, you can complete in this one day. So if you complete your 30 days or 1 month, that is second month before the main exam, like this, as I have told you, believe me guys, you are going to achieve your dream branch. You are very near to your success. As in the last month, what you need to do, I will come up in the next part of the video, in the second part of this video, after some days. Meanwhile, you please follow this strategy, and I had myself used this strategy. If you revise these 19 subjects in the last second month, most of your job is done, and you will have shining colors in the main exam. And also you will have enough of the confidence, and you might see your rank jumping very high. If it was triple digit earlier, it might come to double digit, and if it was double digit earlier, it might come to single digit. My best wishes for you. Please leave your feedback in the comment section so that I can improvise the further videos. And also I will be coming soon with the second part of the video, that is last month strategy before INICET May 2024. All the very best.